Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Yellow. Last time, we battled our rival in Cerulean City, and he told us we should go and meet Bill, who is up north at the end of this route. At least I assume that's where he is. I mean, where else could he be? And this time, we are going to be doing just that. We are going to be continuing onwards along this route, and hopefully getting a little bit closer to meeting Bill. I don't think we're actually going to get there this episode, just because these routes have a lot of trainers. I mean a lot. Like, I think there's something like 13 trainers or something like that, which is ridiculous by the standards of any previous route we've gone on, but I guess that's just the ropes when it comes to older video games, because I feel like video games as a whole have gotten a bit easier as time have gotten on. So since we're playing something that's like a true classic here, almost 21 years old, I think we're going to have to just sort of roll with it. And I know Yellow itself isn't that old, but it's basically Pokemon Red and Blue, which are almost 21 years old, aside from a few changes. Anyway, Bulbasaur gets level 14, and Pikachu actually took a lot of damage right there, which I don't appreciate in the slightest, so I think we're going to switch over to Bulbasaur on this Nidoran, because last time we faced off against a Nidoran with Bulbasaur, it seemed to work out decently well, so I think we are going to Leech Life this thing, and please don't do a lot. That's not a lot, but it's a lot more than I would have liked. Anyway, we know that Double Kick is going to do almost nothing. Yeah, 2 health and another 2 health, so we don't really have to worry about that. And I don't know why there was such suspense in my voice when I said that, because if it does 2 health the first time, it's gonna do 2 health the second time, because that's the way this works in the older games. I'm pretty sure I've discussed that already. Alright, anyhow, gonna keep on tackling this guy right here, and he's doing a lot of damage to me, which is a little awkward, plus he's dropping my attack, which means my damage output is not going to be nearly as high. But if we can outlast this thing and defeat something that's 2 levels higher than us, we will definitely be healthily rewarded with experience. So hopefully we can make it through this fight. Alright, how much is that going to do? 6. Okay. I can deal with 6. Especially if he decides to get... Well, I can't really say get smart, but he's going to use Double Kick right here, which is going to do... Oh god. It got a critical hit. That's going to do another 4 damage. That's really, really annoying. I really do not like at all that that is a thing that the game will actually do. Alright, I think we can make it right here. That is going to heal up a little health, and then Tackle should bring it down. Cross your fingers. No! Come on. Alright. Anyway, Double Kick, unless he gets a critical, will be okay. Yeah, he does not get a critical. We're going to survive with 4 health, and down it goes with Leech Life. Very nice. Not Leech Life, Leech Seed. There's a difference. And we defeated the lass. I lost 2. Indeed you did. Anyway, with that, I think I need to go heal again. Alrighty, here we are back on the route once again. Okay, I'm number 5. I'll stomp you. There's a restaurant relatively close to where I live called Number 5. And I've never been, but I've heard a lot of people say it's really good. Maybe I should go check it out sometime. Anyway, we have a, wow, level 18 Mankey? That's alarmingly high, and it knows Karate Chop, which does a lot of damage. Okay. Alright, now that this is seeded, I want to switch out. Holy cow, because it would not be good to get caught off guard with this thing. Alright, it's going to use Karate Chop again, correct? Yeah. Alright, how much is that going to do? It does a lot. Wow, it keeps getting criticals. That's really annoying. Anyway, some fun fact about critical hits in this game. Some of you are probably familiar with the attack known as Focus Energy, which is supposed to quadruple your... Stop getting criticals! There's an attack called Focus Energy, which is supposed to quadruple how much damage a critical hit will actually do. Not damage, it will quadruple the chances of a critical hit going off. Unfortunately, it is bugged in Generation 1, and it will actually cut your critical hit chance by 4. So focus energy, never ever ever use it in the early Pokemon games because it will... How are you getting so many criticals? I think this thing just got a critical hit on every single damaging move it has used on me so far. What is this? What is going on? Oh my god, this is cheap. Yeah, good thing I start talking about critical hits now, considering the opponent keeps freaking getting them. Wowee. Whoa, too much. Yeah, you're one to talk. Hey, I have to go heal again. Alrighty, we are back, and now that we have beaten all 5 trainers on the Nugget Bridge, we have this guy. Congratulations, you beat our 5 contest trainers. You just earned a fabulous prize! And we received a nugget, which we can sell for 5,000 Pokemon dollars, which is a lot at this point in the game, so that's actually very much appreciated. By the way, would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group dedicated to evil using Pokemon. Want to join? Do I get a new hat? Are you sure? Is it red? Come on, join us. Does it say... Well, no, I'm not going to take this joke that far. I'm telling you to join. Okay, you need convincing. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Alrighty, here we go against... Surprise, surprise, it's actually a Team Rocket grunt. Because, of course it is. He wants to recruit us to his evil team, and although a lot of people in the Pokemon fandom have actually been clamoring for the ability to play as the bad guy, I don't think I'm really inclined to take up this guy's offer, because based on what we saw in Mount Moon, these guys aren't exactly the most competent in the world, so I'm not sure if I would want that name on my resume. Because as they teach you in college, your resume is everything. Alrighty, let's see how much we can... Oh god. I hate rap in this game, like seriously, and you know what the worst part is if your opponent is faster than you, it can basically lock you into rap forever, because if it gets the attack off on you first, you're just stuck, which I think is what just happened to me. I think the Zekans is actually faster than me, so it basically traps you in rap, which is ridiculous. Luckily, it looks like the Leech Life is actually, not Leech Life, Leech Seed, I keep screwing that up. Luckily, it looks like we should be able to keep ahead of this guy with the Leech Seed, although I feel like my HP is slowly dropping, but luckily we got a tackle in Edgewise, which is nice. Finally. Alright, take Poison Sting like a champion, and tackle, and come on, please go down. No! I feel like that's like a trend, getting the opponent stuck with 1 or 2 or 3 pixels of health left. Hey, anyway, this tackle should bring down Ekans. Very good. Alrighty. And we get level 15 on Bulbasaur, which is really nice. Alright, up next is Zubat. I want Pikachu to take out this Zubat just because Zubat falls to Pikachu really easy. I just want to have a Leech Seed on it just in case we run into any issues. Anyway, right there it used an attack called Bite, which we might have seen before, but one thing I have not mentioned is Bite is actually normal type in this game. In Generation 2 it was changed to be Dark type, but since the Dark type doesn't even exist in this game, if you see Bite, it's pretty much going to have to be normal, because Dark type is not a thing. Alright, anyway, let us Thundershock this guy into the next century. 1 pixel! 1 pixel! I feel like that's a thing in Pokemon games. No matter what you're playing, you're always going to get stuck with that 1 pixel. Hey. Anyway, we defeated the Rocket Grunt. Ah, you are too good. You bet I am. With your ability, you could become a top leader in Team Rocket. And that's all he says. Really. Now, a lot of people don't think to go down here, but there's actually a trainer right here. I saw your feet from the grass. Very cool. There's a trainer here that they sort of spring on you, and one thing you might have noticed there, how he noticed us before he actually looked at us. Trainers in Generation 1, whenever they are loaded on screen, will be facing south for, I want to say, a singular frame before they will actually turn to look at you, and that is the source of quite a few very famous glitches in the Pokemon series, especially glitches in this game, which are used for some dubious purposes. There are glitches in this game where you can exploit that one frame of looking away to actually open up the menu and warp away from a trainer while they simultaneously notice you, which is a really, really major oversight, as you might imagine. And some people have used this to really, really, really break the game. The reason I'm mentioning this now is because we are currently in, I think, the earliest area in the game where you can reliably pull off this glitch, and I want to make perfectly clear that I am not going to be abusing this glitch, just because it is quite game-breaking and kind of unfair, so I just don't want to do it. Anyway, I'm going to head down into this grass because I think there's items down here. I'm not positive, but there are also Pokemon that we can get that we do not have yet. So I think I want to try and... Ow. Oh wow, that actually did practically nothing. I want to catch some of the Pokemon in here just because I need that data. So if we're going to run into something new, might as well give catching it a shot. And wow, this thing is actually in prime condition for capture. Now, unfortunately, it means I am going to have to run back to the Pokemon Center for like the bajillionth time to dump this thing in the PC, because there is a Pokemon that is not Bellsprout on this route that I would like to get a hold of. So, let's see, do we get it? Yes, we do. Bellsprout was caught. Add that data for Bellsprout. Prefers hot and humid places. It ensnares tiny insects with its vines and devours them. Spooky. Spooky indeed. And, am I right? I am wrong. There's nothing actually down here, which is frustrating, but I guess we're just gonna have to go with it. Alright, up next is another Bellsprout. I don't think I want to fight this guy just because there are a lot better sources of experience elsewhere. Anyway, on this route you can also catch a Pokemon called Abra, which is pretty central to that glitch I mentioned earlier, so if you want to make use of that glitch, you can do it here, although I'm not going to be providing a tutorial. There are many tutorials on the internet on how to do it. Anyway, this guy. I'm not good at raising Pokemon. I should release my Charmander because I haven't raised it well. If you promise me you'll care for it, it's yours. Sure. And we get Charmander. Don't want to give a nickname to it. There's no more room for Pokemon. Charmander was sent to the Pokemon Box 1 on PC. Take good care of my Charmander. Yes, we have a Charmander. Unfortunately, I do not have it with me, so I need to go back to the PC and actually grab it. So I'm going to do that real quick, and I will be right back. Alrighty, here we are. I have gone to the PC and I've made some changes. The only reason I'm holding Paris and Bellsprout with me is because they're the highest level Pokemon I own that I don't plan on using, so I figured I might as well keep them around just in case things wind up going super, super south for me. Anyway, this here is our Charmander. Again, it is level 10, just like Bulbasaur was. It is a fire type and it knows Scratch, Growl, and Ember, which is really nice. I think I want to switch it into the front right here because I would like it to get some further experience as we go on here. But I think with that, right over here we have, I want to say this is Route 25, and there are a lot more trainers on this route, especially even more than there were on the previous route, which was Route 24. And I think next time we are going to be dedicating some time to training up our Charmander and defeating at least some of these trainers. I know these routes have been going quite slowly, but I really, really want to get our new team members a bit up to par, so I hope you'll understand the reasoning behind that decision. Once they're all up there in the levels, things should start going a lot faster. I just feel like the beginning part of these early games can go a little bit slow just because you're trying to train up all your guys at once. So I think we are going to end things off here. This past episode of Pokemon Yellow, we conquered the Nugget Bridge, and we obtained, of course, a Nugget. We also captured a Bellsprout that I really didn't need, I just wanted it for the data, and we also obtained a new team member in Charmander. And next time on Pokemon Yellow, we are going to be proceeding ever eastward, and hopefully we'll conquer at least most of the trainers on this route and get Charmander some well-needed experience. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
人影 トカゲポケモン。高さ 0.6 メートル。重さ 8.5 キログラム。生まれた時から尻尾に炎が灯っている。炎が消えた時、その命は終わってしまう。